Okay, y'all. Let me tell y'all what happened to me on Valentine's. So, I didn't have no plans. I was at home. I'm here by myself. My kids was in my mama's house. I had just ordered me some DoorDash. Let me turn this down. I had just ordered me some DoorDash, and I had to end up meeting the man like downstairs, a little around the corner from my apartment. So I'm up in here doing what I do, and then I'm eating my food, and somebody tap on the knock on my door, but they use the little thing, like the little thing that you use to knock on the door. I don't know what it's called, but and I'm like, what the fuck? It scared me because I'm like, I know that at the DoorDash dude, it's been like 20 minutes. I'm like, I'm eating my food now. Like, what could be the problem? So they do it again, and I got scared, and I looked at the peephole, and I ain't see nobody. So don't nobody know where I stay, but family, my baby daddy, and a few friends. Like, don't nobody know where I stay for real. I just moved in not too long ago, and I don't talk to nobody. Ain't nobody just gonna pop up in my house like that. So I call my baby daddy because that's the only person I'm talking to for real, and that's the only person that's like can pop up, but he's not the type of person to do stuff like that. So when I call him, I'm like, are you outside? Mind you, he had just sent me the money for the DoorDash, if I'm not mistaken. It was something I had just talked to him. And so I'm like, are you outside? And he was like, why the fuck would I be outside? I'm like, what are you talking about? And I say, somebody's knocking at my door, and I don't know who it is. And I didn't invite nobody over here. And he was like, who you fucking with that's popping up at your house? And I'm like, if I was fucking with anybody that's gonna pop up in my house, I'm not gonna call you to come to the rescue. So he hear it at this point, because now they're like knocking with their hand, and they like really banging on the door. And I'm like, I don't know them. Like, I looked out the peephole. I don't recognize this person. I can't even see their face. I don't recognize the body frame. I don't know them. And he's steady saying, who you fucking with that what nigga you got popping up at your house? I'm like, nigga, ain't no nigga. I mean, it is, but he ain't mine. Like, I don't know this person on the other side of this door that's trying to get in. Check the weather. It's gonna be cold tomorrow. That's my mama. She my weather woman, because I don't be looking at the weather. I don't like watching the news. But so I'm like, bro, I don't know who this is. You need to come here. Like, come, because I don't have no weapon. You got the weapon. Come help. So he like, I'm on my way. But how I'm sounding on the phone, I think it was making him scared, because he's like, stop talking like this. Stop sounding like that. And I'm like, I can't help it. I'm scared. I don't know what the fuck to do. I ain't got no gun in this bitch. I don't know what to do. I can't blow through the door. Like, because if I had my pew-pew, I would have just shot straight through that goddamn door and prayed to God it didn't hit no random person, because I'm not opening the door, and I did not want to wait till you bust in this bitch. I was going to shoot through the door. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's what the fuck I was going to do. So it's probably good that I didn't have anything. So he heard on the phone, and he's like, man, call the police. I'm on my way. So I hang up with him, call the louse, talking to the dispatcher, giving her my address. I gave her my address no, it was a guy first. I gave the guy my address 3 times. Or did he transfer me? I told him what was wrong. Gave him my address. He transferred me to somebody that was gonna stay on the phone with me until the police got here. And so I ended up having to give her my address again. And she was just like, okay, well, they're en route. They were in the area, so they should be there shortly. I say, ma'am, anything can happen in a matter of minutes. I don't, how far? I need a time. Like, I need to know when they're going to be pulling up. She could hear him banging on my door. She was like, is that them? I'm like, yes, ma'am. Like, that's them, and it's been going. And I say, when they stop, they never walk away. They just stop and turn around. Like, they're waiting for me to open the door. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. what the game plan was for this man, but it blew me. So I'm talking to the dispatcher and I'm like trying my best not to cry, and I didn't. That's crazy. I was so shook. Ain't nothing like this has ever happened to me before. But I'm a G, so I could take a lot of shit. I was just scared as fuck, and I didn't have no weapon in here to protect me for real. So that's when the lady asked. She was like, "Do you have anything to protect yourself?" I said, "Oh my god, I ain't got shit but some fucking kitchen knives. What the fuck?" So I go and get 2 or 3 of them. And she was like, "Okay, so she still hear him banging." She's like, "Okay, so do you what she say? Do you have anywhere you can hide? You can hide safely?" And I said, "Oh my god!" Like it started getting real for me. I'm like, "Oh my god, I know God, you are not gonna let me go out like this. I'm not gonna let me go out like this." So she talking about hide. I'm looking like, where the fuck can I hide? So my kids got the biggest closet. I go in my kids' room, go in the closet, and I'm like, I can't just sit here while somebody banging on my shit. I can't wait on them to come get me. I have to be prepared. So I told her on the phone, I say, "Ma'am, I'm sorry. I can't just sit in here and wait for them to come in here. I'm about to go up in there and I'm going to ambush them if they bust through this door. Like, I'm going to catch him by surprise. They're not going to catch me. Like, I'm not going out like that." So I came back in here, and the way my room and the door is, I can be at an angle where when you bust in there, bitch, I can get you. So I'm just standing there waiting on the phone with them. And so he's still banging, and she can hear it. She's just like, "Oh, just stay calm." And she, they try to keep you calm, make you feel better, whatever. And so I'm like, "Listen, it's a stranger banging at my door." And he's banging to the point where it's like he's either going to break the door down or he's going to break a window to get in here. He is trying to get into this house. Mind you, he's not saying anything. He's quiet as fuck. He's not saying a word, and I'm not saying shit either because I don't want you to know I'm in here, and I damn sure don't want you to know I'm in here by myself. I thank God my kids were not here. So when I look at the peephole, it's like they'll step to the side, or his back will be turned. I could only see like a black t-shirt. It was a big body frame, and his arms, brown arms. I couldn't, and like a little black afro. I couldn't see his face, nothing else. Like, and so I'm like, I don't know what to do, and I didn't want to look out the window too much because it's like, then you gonna know I'm in here, and you gonna know I'm in here by myself probably because I ain't seeing shit and I'm scared. And so he's banging, just going around banging on the motherfucking door, and I'm like, "Man, please tell me that the police are close. Like, please, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm in by myself." Mind you, my baby daddy texted me and like I'm trying to keep him updated and talk to them at the same time. And I'm really like shook because I don't know like what the fuck. And I'm just standing right here with these knives in my hand, waiting to see if this nigga bust the door down because I'm going straight for his eyes and his throat. I'm stabbing and slicing, not finna get me. And then I seen he was kind of a bigger dude. I ain't finna go for the body. You gonna eat that shit probably. I'm going, but what's gonna take you the fuck out of here quickly? So I'm like, man, I'm just panicking. And so my baby daddy trying to get me to call him back. I want to say I hung up the phone with the police. Because I'm like, all right, you motherfuckers know where I'm at. Y'all know I need help. Y'all know it. I hung up the phone with the police. I got on the phone with my baby daddy. He's in the car. I ain't want to wake up one of my kids. I am kind of loud. But by this time, he's damn near here. And so the police started calling me back. And I'm like, I hung up with him, and I was like, I think these are the police. Let me answer the phone. Answer the phone, and they were like, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?" And I'm like, "Yes." They still banging at my door. Y'all still ain't made it here. I don't know what the fuck to do. Help, please. So she's just like saying the same thing, like they're in route. I'm like, "Ma'am, I done got off the phone with y'all, called somebody, got back on the phone with y'all, and y'all still ain't here. They couldn't have been in the area." Like, she was like, "Well, we can't tell. We don't know exactly where they are. Like, I can't give you a time frame of how long it's gonna take them to get there. I can just tell you that they're en route. And I'm like, that is not good enough for me. My life is in danger. Okay, I did not pay attention to the time. My time ran out. But what did I leave off at? Okay, so I'm on the phone with the dispatcher lady, and she's basically letting me know like they're en route, and I'm panicking because I'm like, this man has been knocking on my door for like 15 minutes at this point, and nobody has come to my rescue. What the fuck? Like, come on, man. Like, how far are y'all for real? So finally, she was like, do you hear the sirens? And I'm like, no, I don't hear shit but him banging at my door. Then the banging stopped. And I'm like, okay, so he stopped knocking. He must hear the sirens. And so, I the way my apartment's set up, I can't see the parking lot. So, I looked out the peephole again, and I was like, I don't see nobody. I mean, I looked out the window, and I'm like, I don't see nobody. And I went to my kid's window, and I'm like, I don't see nobody. And she was like, okay, the police are, they're there. Like, they're there. They're coming up. And so, I don't know if she told me to put the weapons down. I didn't hear that. So when he knocked on the door, he did say it's the police, but I still had them knives in my damn hand. I was scared as hell. So he drew down, and I'm like, wait. They the ones you want. I need the help. So, he was like, they told you to put the weapons down. I threw him on the bed. I said, I'm so sorry, officer. Like, I was panicking, and so I put the knives down. I opened the door all the way. It was him and a female officer, and so I'm explaining to them everything that I've been explaining to my baby daddy and the dispatcher that was on the phone. So they asked me, did I know what the guy looked like? So I started describing what I could, and they were finishing it off like big black dot guy, afro, like they were like agreeing to what I said, like they knew who it was. And I'm like, yeah, that's him. That's exactly who was knocking at my door. I said, I don't know his face. I didn't see his face, but you described exactly who I'm describing. And so she was like, the man said, no, the woman was like, I think that's the guy in the parking lot. So they radioed the other officers, and they were like, hey, do you still have that guy that's disoriented in the parking lot? And they was like, yeah. And so they said, we're going to go down here, see what's going on, and we're going to come back. The guy, police officer, he took my driver's license. He said he was going to be right back. So while they're walking away, my baby daddy and his partner is walking up, and I said, I thank God that the police got here first, because that man would have been on his porch. So, they got here, and they seen the dude in the parking lot. They was like, it was that big black ass nigga. I'm like, I didn't know it was a big, but I knew it was a big person, but the way they was saying it, like, big old huge dude, like, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I don't know. I just know it was a bigger size body frame. Like, I couldn't even see their whole body, like, because I'm barely peeping out the window, and I can only see so much through the peephole. And so they was like, yeah, he in the parking lot with the police right now. So the police came back up, and they was letting me know, yeah, he's at the wrong apartment. He's drunk, out of there. Like, he's out of there. He was in the parking lot when they pulled up. He was in the parking lot just wandering around, they said. Like, he was lost and confused. And so I'm like, so you telling me all of this happened because this fucking man was at the wrong fucking apartment? I'm over here scared for my life, and this drunk motherfucker is at the wrong apartment. Blew the fuck out of me. I was like, I was ready to move. I said, I was sitting here thinking about how I'm gonna get out of this lease, because I'm not staying here no more. after this situation. And he was like, nah, I feel you, like, but I'm just letting you know, like, he's at the wrong apartment. The way the buildings are set up, he came in on the another side thinking he was on the side that his building was on, but he was on the side that my building was on, and it's set up the same. Set up the same. You go in, how he entered his house in his building is how I enter my house in my building. So I can understand how a drunk motherfucker got that confused. Because no cap, I stayed in some townhouses before, and my my apartment number was B15, and baby, I went to A15 trying to get into them people door. I don't know if nobody stayed there because there was no cars like right in the front. But I was like, why my key don't work? Why my key don't work? What the hell? I gotta pee. Something say, look up. I look up. And I ran to my car and I jumped in. I drove off and ran in my house. Because I was like, oh my God, like, you don't know what could happen to you knocking on the wrong person. No, because had them laws not got here first, that would have been really messed up, especially for it to be an honest mistake. Like, for him to be at the wrong house. And they was like, yeah, his wife, we got in contact with his wife. She's waiting on him. But I'm like, why she just can't come and get her husband? Because by this time, I done stepped outside and I see it's like 5 officers. It's 5 of them trying to guide this man home. And he just like drunk, looking fucking crazy. And every time they try to guide him to the right to go to his building, he's steady trying to come to mine, to my apartment. And they're like, no, we're not gonna lie to you. We're telling you how to get home. And I'm like, why his wife just won't come the fuck outside and say what's up? So in my head, I'm like, they had to have gotten into it because it's Valentine's night. Why are you outside drunk? Why were you not at home with your wife? It's Valentine's. So in my head, I don't know, they got into it. She put his ass out. He come back drunk as fuck, trying to get into this house. He thinking she got locked. He thinking she locked his ass out. So he banging on the door like, you gonna let me in here? That kind of relieved me, but I'm just like, bro, what if he still would have got in here? And just saying, oh shit, it's a young bitch up in here by herself, so free for all. Or what if my baby daddy would have got here before them laws did? Like, it all could have been so fucked up in so many ways. And I was just thanking God that it was what it was. And it was nobody, like, really trying to get up in here on me. Because I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm a praying girl, though. I'm a praying girl, and I believe in God. And I knew God had me covered. I knew he wasn't going to let nothing happen to me. But I'm like, just God, please. I was scared. And y'all, after this happened, retract real bit. 3 different officers came to my door to make sure that I was okay. Like, with what had just happened. They was like, I just want to let you know that, you know, he really was at the wrong apartment. We ran his driver's license. It came back to these apartments. Like, he is a resident here. He was really at the wrong apartment. In the moment, I'm like, man, they did take his drunk ass to jail and let him think about what the fuck he just did or whatever. But I was just relieved that it wasn't like intentional. Like, he wasn't really trying to get up in here on me. And I was thanking God so bad that my kids was not here, because it would have traumatized them. It traumatized me. Real talk. Even though that was a mistake on his part, it traumatized me. I was even like still wanting to move, because I'm like, what if I see him? I don't know how I react. Like, am I gonna say something? Or am I gonna just let that shit slide? In that moment, I wanted to say something like, sir, you was the one that knocked on my door. But I'm like, I don't know if I ever see this man, because we don't be outside. We go to our car, we come in the house. Like, they'll probably go outside, play for a little bit, but we ain't outside to I don't be getting to know my neighbors like that. If I see him in passing, I high and by, but I had never seen this man before, and he stayed directly across from me in the opposite building. So mind you, I did end up seeing him again after that. Come back for part 3. Okay, y'all, this is the last and final part of a crazy motherfucking man trying to get into my apartment on Valentine's Day. So, I left off letting y'all know that I ended up seeing him again. Like, it looked like he was, I guess, coming from work. I don't fucking know. But I was walking out my apartment and he walked in the path that he would usually walk, I guess, to get to his house. And I just seen him walking up and I was just like shook. Cause I'm like, oh my God, that's that nigga right there. I got in my motherfucking car so fast. And I'm like, Chelsea, he don't even know what you look like. He wouldn't know you at all. Even if he seen your face that night, he wouldn't have remembered because he was drunk as fuck. Like, he was so out of it. Like, the law was trying to walk him and he just like, I don't know. Like, that scared me even more because I'm like, either your drunk ass is gonna come in here and try to be Superman and get you one off, or your drunk ass is gonna come in here and get your ass killed, like, or stuck up. That's why I say I thank God that, you know, it happened how it happened. Like, the police got here first and they figured out it was truly a mistake because that could have been a bad scene. It could have been a bad scene. Shout out to my baby daddy because he came with the quickness and he didn't even leave me that night. I didn't expect him to stay. Like, I didn't expect him to stay. He walked downstairs and I was like, if y'all gone, let me know so I can lock my door. While I'm texting that message, he walking through the door, locking it back. Like, yeah, I'm not finna go nowhere. Like, I love him so much for that because he came. I called and he came with no problems. Like, he got the fuck over here. But that shit traumatized me for real. Like, I was telling my auntie the story. This happened in February 14th. I just did my auntie hair last weekend. Today is March 15th. No, today is March 14th. I did my auntie's hair last weekend. So we sitting here and I knew I was waiting on a package from work. I knew I was waiting on a package. But I'm doing hair, it slipped my mind. Somebody go boom, boom, boom. My heart dropped. My heart dropped. And it's just like, oh my God. And it just started beating so fast. And I open the door. I look out the peephole and I open the door. And it's the FedEx man. And I said, sir, you scared the hell out of me. You did not have to knock on my door that hard. And he's about some, you in here doing something you ain't got no business doing? I say, no, you knocking like the laws. Or you knocking like somebody trying to get in here. You scared me. And he was like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Got my little package. Put it down and I goes back to, I put hand sanitizer on. And I goes back to, doing my auntie hair. And I just can't even grip her hair because I'm shaking so damn bad. And I'm like, did this shit really just traumatize me like that? And I'm shaking. So I'm like, let me calm down. And so then I go back and I try to start her braid. And I'm like, I just can't. Like, I'm just shaking. And I had to just walk away, go in my room, breathe, drink some water, and just take a second to just calm my nerves. I'm like, that shit really fucking gave me PTSD or something because anybody that knocks on my door like that, I get scared. The maintenance people, I don't even be wanting them to come knock at my door no more because I'm like, what the fuck you want? Like, that got me so on edge. I'm already like, watch out for everything. Like, because now when we leave out in the morning, it still be dark. So my head on a swivel for me and my kids. You just never know what could go on. And I was thinking human trafficking or anything. I was thinking all kind of stuff. Baby, I'm in Houston. It goes down. You never know. So, and you always have to be on watch and stay protected. But I just feel like I didn't know what the hell to do. Like, I just thank God it all played out how it did. It was to the point where my daughter, she heard me telling my mama the story. And she was just like, that man come back, I'm gonna beat his butt. I'm gonna beat his butt. He ain't gonna get up in here. He ain't gonna mess with my mama. And I'm like, baby, we ain't gotta worry about that. Cause now, nigga come up in here. I'm gonna lay his ass out myself. I ain't calling nobody. I'm gonna call him afterwards. I'm gonna call Laws and say, hey, we got a body on the porch. Come get him. I'll be out here waiting. Because a nigga play with me like that with my kids in the house, that's crazy. I'm just glad they was not here. I kept saying that over and over. I kept telling the police and everything. I thank God my kids was not here because that traumatized me. That would have scared the fuck out of them. That would have traumatized the shit out of them because they would have been in their sleep and somebody just banging on their window. Man, I just thank God everything happened how it happened. And I love my apartments. Like, I love them, but y'all just be careful because still, it could have still went the wrong way. It just, be careful, y'all. Stay aware from y'all. Stay aware of y'all surroundings and stay strapped. Stay strapped. Stay strapped. Stay protected because people are out here fucking crazy. Stay protected. Prayed up. Be blessed. Thank y'all. Bye.